What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Just giving you guys an update on the yarn garden, yarn propagation, yarn hydroponics, whatever you want to call it, just so that everyone can see what's been going on. Anyone that's interested, at least. We did have one casualty in the multi-coleus cutting yarn container, whatever you want to call it. There was a little one here that didn't make it. It was a kiwi fern, I believe, but all the others have taken off. You can see the roots have been sprouting all over the place. I put them on the sides of the container just so that I'd be able to see where the roots are and how they're growing, and doing well, except for the one in the middle. I mean, it's doing well, but it's just, you can't see the roots. So that one's doing good. I also had taken a small cutting about maybe 3 inches and put it in some yarn, and it kind of stalled for a while. It wasn't doing so, not that it wasn't doing well, it just wasn't doing anything. But as soon as it got its roots, I'll show you the roots first, got all these roots going, it's getting food, everything, hydroponic nutrients, it started to branch and grow. Ta-da! So look at that. This one, I believe, is Chaotic Rose. Doing really well. I'm very excited for this one. Let's see, what else? Baby bunny bellies, Tradescantia. You remember this one? I got to pull away from the camera because this is a pretty big vining plant, trailing plant. Very cool. This is related to the inch plant, wandering dude, whatever you want to call it. And it's been in yarn for quite some time. I don't see the roots, but these roots are going to be darker anyway. They're not the same as like other plant roots. But anyway, that is that one. Doing well. Doing very well. All right, next up we have a golden pothos. Now, if anybody has pothos or has ever had pothos in the past, you know these plants are pretty indestructible. They'll grow in almost any environment. They're very easy. Sun, shade, humidity, dry, whatever the case may be. So I put some of these cuttings into the yarn, and as you can see, the roots took off. They went crazy. So this is now getting fed in addition to its water. The yarn that I used for this one was very soft and fluffy. So I figured from my experimentation, I learned that having more fluffy, soft yarn, it retains and absorbs more water. So these, as you can see, there's a lot of moisture in there, and the roots are going nuts, and it's enjoying it. I have a growth tip and everything. So yeah, golden pothos, doing well. Let me put this one down so you can see what else I'm going to show you. We have the Rex begonia. This one was a propagation, water propagation that I put into the yarn. Still doing well, almost growing over the edge of the container, which is exciting. This is one I recently transplanted that was growing new plants from the base of the petiole of the leaf stem, and also off of the base of the leaf, the actual leaf. So we have 2 plants, or more than 2 plants, but we have 1 plant up here and a bunch at the bottom. You can see the leaves are getting bigger every day and getting their color, which is exciting. What else we got? This is another coleus that's been in for a little while. This is another coleus, lots of coleus. This is a Tradescantia. This is the Zebrina inch plant. This one has rooted in here. I'm just waiting for it to start growing. Some spider plants, not sure what they're doing. They have not grown. One of them looks a little dehydrated. So I'm going to give it a little while longer, but then I'm going to take it out and see what's going on. If the roots rotted, if they weren't doing anything. I know when I stuck them in here, they had no roots at all. So that might be the problem. But anyway, we shall see. This is the El Brido. That was a little cutting that we put into the yarn. Look at how tall it's grown so far, and it's getting its color. Very exciting. I love these plants. This is one of my favorite varieties right there. And we've got a whole bunch of other ones hanging out here. Peperomia. Another coleus. This one is beautiful. This theater velvet. I love it. So I put it in yarn that is reddish, black, I guess, and white. And it matches the leaves. It's really cool. It's almost like camouflage. You can't see it. Yeah, this is the other coleus that we've seen a multitude of times. There were roots everywhere. Where are they? I can't see them now. Where are you? There they are. They're hidden in there. This one is the, what is the variety? Wasabi. This is wasabi. That's what that is. All right. And let's see what else. Oh, this is really cool. I had a cutting. I had a piece, let's say. I don't want to say it's a cutting. I'll give you an example of what I mean. Like I had, let's see, what's a good example? Let's say this, okay? Right here. There you go. I got the camera. There was a little growth, like a little sprout that had come out of one of these plants. It wasn't this one, but it was really small. And it had 2 leaves and a growing tip and a little bit of a stem. And under normal circumstances, you'd say that's never going to propagate. Don't even bother, just throw it away. Almost like if you pinch the tip of the cutting, that little tiny stem with the leaves. I said, you know what? Yarn has treated me really well. Let me see if I can get it to survive putting it in yarn. And sure enough, it did. You could see how small it is now, and it's already started rooting. I don't know if you could see the roots. Probably can't. But this has been in here for a couple of weeks, and it's already started to grow. It would have been a throwaway, but I don't like throwing anything away, so I will do whatever I can to try to get these things to live and to propagate. So sure enough, it did. I keep this yarn damp at all times, and it's under lights, and the plant is growing, which means we got root growth. So I'm very excited about that. Very, very, very cool method. If you have a little tiny sprig and you don't know what to do with it, but you don't want to throw it away, I suggest trying it. That's what I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to tell anybody what to do, but that's what I would do. And I have something else. This is a little bit of a different experiment. I took a cutting of a plant and I put it in foam. Okay, now by foam I mean like pillow cushion foam kind of thing that you put inside of a pillow casing. Cut it into a square, stuck the cutting in, and kept watering it. And you can see the roots started to go nuts all over the place, and the cutting has been growing. Look at this. Growing in the foam. Okay? I only recently started putting nutrients in here. It was just water and bright light. And I just can't believe how big it's grown. And you can see how long it's been in here by the amount of roots that are in the bottom. So just another experiment. I guess it's kind of like, you know how people use rock wool? Those rock wool cubes, and they grow plants in them in hydroponics that way. I guess it's similar to that because it absorbs the moisture similarly, and the little air pockets are good for the root growth. So yeah, this is another one, but in the foam cushion, I guess that's what you call it. Let's see what else. There's a whole bunch of other ones here, but you kind of get the gist of it. Things are doing well. This one has also been in yarn for quite some time. And that's about it for now, I guess. I don't know what else to show you because there's so much. Oh, this is a new one I put in. This is a shrimp plant, and it was a cutting that I put in water, and it rooted because my main plant that I had gotten as a little tiny cutting has grown and bloomed. So it was getting scraggly, so I cut a couple pieces off, put them in water, and they rooted. So now this one has been put in the yarn to see how this one does, because it's a really cool plant. If you've ever seen it, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't seen it, I recommend going on the internet and looking up shrimp plant. The one that I have it's kind of like an orange and yellow mix, the colors of the flowers, and it's just so pretty, and it blooms continuously, and lots of fun. So we'll just keep an eye on this one and see how it does. Another coleus back there doing well. This was put in about 2-3 weeks ago. And yeah, we got the snake plant still doing fine. Still doing fine, snake plant. And that's about it for now. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.